Sandbagger here, doing a video commentary on kind of like a ring rust roll with good friend Dan. He's fairly new to jiu-jitsu, but he's completed a fundamentals course, and I'm just gonna get back into the swing of training and using the gi. And so here, just kind of mucking around, playing with his balance, and then he ends up going over, and so I take top position. And so just kind of controlling the legs there, step away from that De La Hiva and go into a knee cut sort of position here. He tries to grab my collar, but it's not going to stop me from pressing that knee to pass over to north-south. Then I'm just going to see if I can get top control on him, and then the back opens up, and so now I've taken the back, or his sort of side control as he's turning away from me, and got a seat belt to then look to take the back, and just as he turtles, I go and put that leg over and take that first hook. Kind of high, and so I was trying to lower myself, but then as he gets that arm, I figure I'm losing position, so I'll just tuck that arm behind my head so I can keep it to get to this position here. He can't run away because that foot is trapped and is stopping him from turning away, so kind of do this sort of figure four configuration on my wrists and then pop the grip. So, an armbar. I said before this I didn't want to work on outstretched arms, just want to focus on chokes, but I was losing the position and it was kind of there, so I just took it. And so begin again, just letting him grip up, and then I'll just respond as he does something. He changes the angle, but I square up. He's trying to push me away, and so I'm just monitoring him, tracking him with the foot. Then I want to see if I can get underneath the leg entanglement, and he goes to his back. So, complete the sweep and come up. Now, I'm just going to keep top position, so I go into reverse scarf hold, monitoring the leg, and then timing it to kick over to the mount. And so continue from the mount, trying again to look for a choke, so in Ezekiel's, but then he's extending his arms, and so I was just kind of using that to come up higher and higher, and then he keeps him tucked, and so I push one arm to the floor, pinning his bicep to the mat, and then trying to force him to turn so I can get an angle on the choke, but then he overturns and exposes his shoulder, and so then the arm bar's there again, so I'll just go and take it. And so, 2 arm locks. Tried not to work on arm locks, but just trying to get away from the rust, the ring roll rust, and so, does that make sense? I don't know. And then so we begin. If I hadn't trained gi for a while, I find that my fingers split, so I was just trying to tape them up, but my tape, I don't have like monkey tape or anything like that. It's just normal medical tape, but it's not good for this kind of thing. So here I'm just trying to get underneath him, gonna see if I can elevate him to see if I can get into things like single leg or single leg X or anything. And so he kind of pops up his head up there, get the collar, and I'm looking for that loop choke. He keeps his head down, and so that helps me just to change the angle and finish the loop choke. So we resume. Again, kind of just a little lazy seated guard here, and as he tries to pass, I just square up into him. I'm trying to face the same way he's facing, and he tries to go around the other side, and so what I do is I hip escape and keep him in front of me. Now I've got this kind of Kimura trap kind of thing going here, so I can either finish the Kimura, which I said I wasn't going to do, or if he looks to defend it, I'll use that to try and take the back. And so now I'm at top position, and I've got his cross side position, trying to pressure his head away from me so I can maybe see I can turn him and get to the back. But here I just take the mount quickly, controlling that hip with that heel. It's just kind of staying there, so and I don't have any upper body control yet. So he kind of clasps his hands together in that configuration, just kind of see if I can move around and get a triangle, and just trying to use a few more attacks to get him to just kind of spaz out and give me something. That kind of weak collar choke was to try and get him to turn to his side, but he didn't really do that, and so because I was really wanting to try Dars, and so just using that to stay on top. Now I'm trying to force the Dars, not happening. He's still kind of on his back. It's not really working, so just keep the top position. He's just kind of following me around and keeping everything tight, and then the gi is all bunched up in there, so I can't actually punch that right arm through, and so I just kind of keep this position. He gets to his knees eventually, and I want to try a head and arm, but there's just too much cloth. I can't find a way through, and the round finishes. But yeah. So that's it for that role, and I will see you in the next videos.